YouTube was Shabozel back with another banger. In this video, Richardson Hitchins tells Teofimo Lopez in Turkey that an Alcatraz fight doesn't make sense. Let's get it. First of all, um, he says Alcatraz, that don't make the fight fun for me. I wanted to fight in New York. That was the whole storyline. Two guys from New York fighting there. He also said, I've been holding the city down since the 2016 Olympics, representing the city. If it makes sense to fight in Alcatraz, I haven't got an offer yet. I'll leave happy. The fight isn't as fun for me than if it were in New York. Turkey said he wanted to do it under the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm also hearing about Madison Square Garden and the Barclays. He says, I'll still win the fight. We just got to wait and see what it's about. So that's pretty much what Richardson Hitchins said about the fight with Teo. I'm interested in how they're going to set it up because they was mentioning Alcatraz and all this crazy stuff. And I've been saying it don't make sense for two guys from Brooklyn, New York to fight all the way in San Francisco on the opposite side of the country because they family going to have to spend unnecessary money. They're going to have to do a lot more promotion because the West Coast don't know as much about these guys as where they from. You feel me? So, yeah. He said that don't make the fight fun for him. And I respect that because what makes a fight fun a lot of the times is the people coming to support you, is you being able to share those moments with the people you rock with. And it really don't make sense. Why would two guys from Brooklyn fight all the way in San Francisco? It don't make sense. And he mentioned Madison Square Garden or at the Barclay. So, and I respect what Richardson Hitchins saying. In fact, I agree with him. I was saying this in my other videos, that two East Coast guys fighting in the West Coast doesn't make any sense. You're gonna make less money. If these guys could sell out the Barclays by themselves, pretty much. If they do a good enough job in promotion, they can sell this out themselves. And this reminds me of Devin and Ryan. Devin and Ryan pretty much was the opposite. Devin and Ryan, two West Coast guys who was fighting in Brooklyn, or they was fighting in New York. I believe they fought at Madison Square Garden. So we saw how that turned out. The whole stadium was rooting for Ryan. They was rooting against Devin. Devin was the black villain. It always need to be a black villain. They're gonna root against Richardson Hitchins for the racist. You know how America goes. They're gonna root for Teofimo the racist over Richardson Hitchins and act like they didn't know he was racist. But Devin, the only good thing that came from Devin and Ryan fighting in New York was Ryan got caught for cheating. If they fought in LA or Vegas, Ryan probably would have passed with the amount of ostarine in his system. But with them fighting in New York, he got caught by the New York Athletic Commission, New York State Athletic Commission, and he got caught by VADA. So all the crash dummies in my comments defended cheating because that's how America works, right? America is so racist that America is the only country that will root against the American and root for the other country, right? When we mention guys like Pacquiao, they say they got a whole country behind them, right? The country could be as small as Alaska. The country could be about as big as Alaska, but they're going to say they got a whole country behind them, right? The country could be as big as Rhode Island, and they're going to say they got a country behind them, right? But the thing with America is as a black fighter, you got a whole country against you most of the time. Even the black people are against you because they don't know no better. They ignorant and they uninformed. Or they got that jig germ, like 78 said. So a lot of these dudes, bro, they hate a lot of black people hate black people, and it's a shame, right? And they love the oppressor, and they love racist people, right? They love a racist dude to call them some racial slur, right? It's weird. They got a weird fetish. They fetishize racism. It's weird. But like I'm saying, America, the only country where you could go to where the best American athletes get rooted against. Nowhere, you don't go to the UK and they root against Anthony Joshua and they root against Daniel Dubois and they root against Tyson Fury. That just don't happen. They rooting for those guys 100,000, a million, trillion, billion, zillion %, right? They riding where you bank. Now Conor Ben, I don't know. I don't like Conor Ben, but they probably riding with him too. So the fact of the matter is, American society is weird because they will root for the racists, and they will root against their own countrymen. Right? They act like black people not good, not real Americans, even though we was kidnapped and brought here against our will. We just as American as apple pie. We was here before America was a thing. You feel me? We was here when at America's inception. You feel me? So no matter how much they hate black people, we engraved into this culture. You feel me? But like I'm saying, this is really the only one of the only countries where the best athletes that represent the country would get rooted against because of racism. It's crazy in America. But yeah, Ryan got caught cheating in New York. These guys trying to fight on the East Coast as well, and I respect it. I wouldn't want to fight on the West Coast if I'm from New York either. I'm gonna be completely honest. Because if they go to the West Coast, Tio got the advantage. Because the West Coast is majority Hispanic. So Tio got the advantage if they go to the West Coast. You feel me? But I'm not really interested in all the politics and the nonsense. You know, I ain't gonna lie. It made for a good video, but I'm not gonna stress myself out worrying about it. When the fight get made, the fight gets made, and I'm gonna root for Richardson Hitchins, bro. You know, just make the best fight happen. I always root black. You can't gaslight me into doing anything different. All the Mexicans always root Mexican. The Hondurans root Honduran. Who else? Right? You feel me? The Latinos root Latino. So the black fighters root black, and it's that simple. And the black fighters dominate, and the Hispanic fighters dominate. But when these two guys fight, I'm rooting for Richardson Hitchens. So let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.